Happy Earth Day, everyone. I'm here with first partner, Jennifer Newsom.
Hello, happy
Hi.
Earth Day.
I just wanted to ask you, it is Earth Day. What is your favorite Earth Day tip?
Now, why did I do that? And why am I talking to iconic activist Dolores Huerta, first partner Jennifer Siebel Newsom, and the governor of California himself?
What is your favorite Earth Day tip?
My favorite Earth Day tip is maybe composting. We're in the composting area right now.
We are.
If you don't have a garden, if you're not going to the local farmers markets, you're not a farmer yourself, composting is super easy to do, and I hope that more Californians embrace it.
But how do you do it?
How does it work? It always stinks. Not if you do it correctly. Just peel, bag, and dump. No plastic. And if you're able, freeze the scraps and toss them in the night before pickup. And have fun with it, whether it's behind your back, between your legs, with your head, or my favorite, the curry curry. Plus, you can make use of your furry friends who, let's be honest, have probably enjoyed their 7th nap by the time you toss it in.
But what happens to the stuff inside the green bin?
Well, my dear Luna, that is not something I can tell you, only show you.
It is bright and early. The drivers get up around like 5. I guess they're night owls or morning birds. They leave the yard around like 5:30 to go service all of the city's trash, recycling, organics. Yeah, this is one of the newer trucks. They got tablets, they got screens. It's quite the interesting setup. That seat over there has suspension in the seat, so as it's going side to side and up and down and front and back, the driver can not feel as much as the effects. My seat, however, the passenger seat, is locked in. It is stiff as a board. So
Just before we left, however, we came across something very alarming that really everyone should know about.
So when batteries are put in these cars,
By cars, I mean trucks, and by putting them in, I mean when you dispose of them in the trash rather than disposing of them at an e-waste site.
there's a crusher inside that compresses it all so that way space is saved, but the batteries can actually ignite, causing this.
Oh,
That's a bit too crispy for my liking.
And each of these trucks are about like $800,000 to $1 million. So just fixing them and getting a new one is not cheap. I mean, it costs the taxpayers money, which, as we all know, we don't want to do. So make sure you're filtering out the stuff that shouldn't be in there and only putting in the stuff that should be in there.
now it's on to collecting the material. And though I filmed this in black and white, oops, the material in here is far from it. Once the route is complete and the truck is full, sometimes weighing upwards of 10 tons, like me after devouring Chipotle chips, the material is delivered to a composting area. But sometimes, things don't always go so smoothly.
Because we have so many loads, it's all backed up. So sometimes you gotta do a little teamwork. It's like controlling the Millennium Falcon.
But like a laxative, the material was eventually dumped, grinded, and sifted into these massive piles called windrows. They can be as long as 100 Shaquille O'Neals laying down end to end. And underneath all that material are these pipes filled with oxygen so that bacteria can flourish. Then they're tucked in tight with this nice little blanket and sing kumbaya as the insides heat up to 165 degrees. That gives the material enough time for any pathogens to be completely incinerated and fully decomposed and turned into beautiful compost. And of course, mulch, which is great for retaining moisture for plants and trees. Because honestly, we live in a world where every action counts, and composting is a beacon of hope that nature and future generations really need. After all, it's the natural circle of life, where waste is reunited with Mother Earth and transformed into a new form with lots of life yet to give. So, in conclusion, composting is a small act today for a green leaf tomorrow. Tomorrow, I love ya. And that is exactly what I told the iconic Dolores Huerta and others, and what the first partner reiterated to me.
It's super important, easy to do. Don't be intimidated by it. We do it at home. It's not perfect, but it's starting the process of building a connection with Mother Earth.
Well, there you heard it. Composting is the solution. All right, thank you so much.
Thank you, and thanks so much to our friends at Climate Action Corps.